Hey everybody! So if you watched my last video, you would know that it got kinda long, but I wanted to still do the question journal, so I decided to just start recording another video. So I'm going to find where I left off in the question journal, and I guess we're just gonna finish off September because today's September 30th. Oh cool, okay. So I left off September 21st is the next one that I need to answer. September 20th was the last one that I answered, so we've got a good amount to answer. So September 21st, what is your favorite memory to think about? Well, the first thing that comes to mind is my Montreal trip, which if you don't know, senior year of high school we went to Montreal, and I have a bunch of really detailed vlogs up on my channel that I love so very much, and so I would highly suggest you go watch them because that was one of the best trips of my entire life. So happy. Another memory that I love is when we went to Rochester, New York right before COVID. Frightening, but that is another favorite memory of mine. It was a very good time. And then just general memories that I look back on that I really like are when I went to horseback riding camp in middle school, because horseback riding, a very big part of my life. And my second channel where I'm gonna put a bunch of older videos, I have a bunch of vlogs from horse camp when I was like 13, I believe, is when I really got into filming those for horse camp, and I am gonna put some up on that channel once I kind of go through and edit them, because I really just did not care about privacy. Like, I straight up filmed the ride from my house to there, and that's not something you should upload. I filmed the name of it. I did not care about security at all. I didn't upload it anywhere, but I really need to go through and make sure that there's no really important information that's showing. So there's that, but those are just memories that I love, memories of getting shadow, all of that kind of stuff. I have a bunch of good memories from 8th grade, which is 10 years ago now. I started 8th grade in 2011. Really good memories. And there's probably some more, but those are my big memories for sure. September 22nd, are you always early, on time, or late? I am so early for everything. I am always at least 20 minutes early, usually a half an hour. I am just an early person. I like being early. I don't understand how people don't have extreme anxiety for being not super early. I always get really nervous if I'm even close to being not early. I don't know why. It's just very important to me that I'm early for everything, so that I can set up stuff if I need to, get settled in and not feel like I'm rushing, you know. Alright, September 23rd, what was the last job you interviewed or applied for? Okay, well, as you guys know, I really have not had very many jobs because I started my first job when I was 17 and I'm still there. I feel incredibly lucky to have it because it's the best job in the world. I've wanted it since I was a little child. If you don't know, I did gymnastics from the time that I was 5 until I was 18, and ever since I was little I knew I wanted to work there and coach there, and when I was 17 they asked me to start doing that, and so I did, and I've been doing that ever since. And so that's really the only job I've had. I've had kind of other jobs supplementing that. For a little bit I helped my mom at her work. She works in a law office. I don't really count that as a job, honestly. I just don't. And then I also taught private music lessons at a music store for a short amount of time, the summer of 2018 up until the summer of this past summer. I did that, and I guess that would be the last job that I interviewed for. I guess that would be it. That would be the last one. September 24th. What is something you dread doing? Something that I dread doing? Well, I guess something that I dread doing would be driving to class really late. because when I have a class that starts at like 6:30, and that's the only thing that I have to do that day, and I have to drive to school like at night, it kind of just like, it's very heavy, you know? And then I have to drive home at 9:30 and I get home a little after 10, and I think that that's like, it's just draining, you know? It's like, dread is a heavy word. I don't think I dread it, but I don't know, like, other things that I dread doing, I really don't know. Oh, if I think of something while I'm editing, I'll insert it, but I really don't think, I try really hard not to dread doing anything because that makes doing it a million times harder, and so I really try and get a mentality of being able to do it without being super upset about it, because then it's, I don't want to say it's easier, but it's just more doable, you know? September 25th. What song is currently at the top of your playlist? Ooh, okay, this is a good one. So, ever since like the beginning of August, like all I've been listening to is One Direction, and it just makes me happy, brings me good memories, it reminds me of happy times, and I've been listening to, recently, I've been playing 4, because I didn't listen to that album when it came out. I really don't know why, because that was 2014, and I don't know, I just feel like it's weird that I didn't listen to it, but No Control is probably my favorite song on that album, and that's the one that I've been listening to the most. Sometimes songs from my favorite artists will change, like my favorite songs from my favorite artists, they will kind of change, but at the moment that one just feels so like powerful and energetic, and it just makes me feel motivation and feelings, and like I like it very much. Next one. When was the last time you got a real wake-up call? Ooh, interesting. I don't really think that I've needed, like, I am not the type to be oblivious to how my actions are being perceived and affecting others. And that's something that I've worked really hard on, and I've always tried to be very aware of. And so I've never really needed someone to say like, hey, like, you don't realize you're coming across this way all the time. That's never happened to me because I'm always aware, like, hyper aware of that. So really never, I guess, because that's just something that's always at the forefront of my brain. I care about it a lot. Sometimes too much, sometimes I care too much about how I'm perceived, but I don't think I've ever really needed a wake-up call to be like, you need to stop, because I just care a lot about that, and I'm always thinking about that. But yeah, that's kind of the perspective I have there. September 27th. Who is your hero? God, okay. That is very heavy. Ugh. I don't have, like, deep idols, but, like, I'll just tell you, I guess, some of the people who inspire me. It's not going to come across to a surprise as anybody. All of you could probably guess right away the people that I'm about to mention, but I'll still say them anyway. You're going to guess it. This is no surprise to you. No, there's no surprises here. Okay. Gerard Way, obviously. And again, these are just like people who inspire me. I don't know if I have like a hero, but Gerard Way, Dan and Phil, Bethany, Taylor Swift, my other YouTube people, but those are like huge impacts. Tyler Oakley, my bestie. Who else? Ingrid, obviously. Connor, I love Connor. Zoe, Joey, Colleen, I love them. And Shay Tards was a humongous part of my teenage years, my early teenage years. And any Ballinger, all of them, because I love them so much. But those are some of the people. Emma Blackery, how could I forget? Bunny, oh my gosh, and now here I am just naming all of the YouTubers that made a ginormous impact on me. So those are some of them. If I think of any more, maybe I'll add their names in if I really realize I forgot anybody, but I'm sure there are more. So if I did forget someone and you think of them like, oh, I thought she really liked this person, I probably still do. I just forgot them, so no worries. But those are some people who inspire me and who have helped me through some very difficult times. September 28th, do you need to repair a lost friendship? I don't think so. I think all of my friendships are in good standing, unless there's something I'm missing somewhere. I'm pretty sure everything is fine, but I don't believe that at the moment I have any bridges that I need to repair. So as of now, we are good. September 29th, your favorite pair of shoes are... Ooh, okay. Favorite pair of shoes. I love Vans. Van slip-ons. Hold on, let me go get them for you. Okay, so these are my second pair, just the normal Van slip-ons, the checkerboard ones. I have loved them for a million years. I remember on my iPod Touch, like saving a picture of the checkerboard Vans in like 2012 and saying, someday I'm gonna have those. And I do. And this is my second pair because my first ones got trashed because I had them for so long, because they are my favorite. They're what I put on if I don't know what shoes to wear. And then I also got the purple ones, and they're the ones that caused my ankle to be in pain. So, because they're still new, re-breaking them in. But those are my favorite pair of shoes. And slippers. The slippers that I have now are just like the clog ones. I had these in 8th grade too. And not those exact ones. I've thrown away the ones that are 10 years old. But those are newer. I got them a few months ago. Beginning of summer maybe. And I do love them. I love my slippers. But yes, those are my favorites. And the last question, September 30th. Would you ever consider getting plastic surgery? Now this is interesting because I've thought about this. It used to be, no, I would not at all, and I wouldn't get it. But there were times where I felt that with just a slight tweaking, I would look better. But I don't want to have that mindset anymore for me, because I just don't want to. I have a tiny lump on my nose somewhere, I think, potentially. And I was like, if I just get that shaved off, then it would be slightly straighter. But I'm like, no, dude, your nose is straight. You don't need that. Like, I don't want it. I would not. Because I'm a person who I want to feel as comfortable with myself as I can, being as natural as I can. That's just me. And so I wouldn't, because for my mental health, I don't think it would be a healthy thing for me to do. And when I look in the mirror, I am happy with the way that I look. I wouldn't change anything. I only feel like I need to change things when I see myself on camera. And I know that's just because I'm not used to what I am seeing because it's flipped. But mirror me is the me that you guys see. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Like, the me that I am comfortable with is the me that my face is used to looking at. And so therefore, it's the face that you guys are comfortable looking at. Because when I see myself flipped, obviously I'm not used to that. But you are. And so it's the same. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know what I mean, and it makes sense. It might not make sense to you. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. But it's like, mirror me is the real me. Does that make sense at all? Ugh, okay. I know what I mean, and I know the science behind the camera flipping and everything, so if I said it and it doesn't make sense, just leave me alone, because I know what I'm supposed to say. I know what it means. But yeah, so Is this one long too? Let me check the viewfinder. 15 minutes again. See, if I had kept going in the last one, it would have been half an hour, and that's too long. Ugh. You know I can talk. I can talk, baby. Like, I can go on for as long as you want me to. So, yeah. But this is just a reminder. I love you. I love filming videos. I love talking to you. And we're starting something. We're on the, oh my god, my hair is so uneven. Baby. Who? Okay, I can explain, I think. So, this side, the curls bounce up more than this side. So when it gets cut and it's wet, it's the same length. But then this side retracts more. That's why I say hair should be cut in the form, like, in the form that it's most normally worn. So when my hair is being cut, I feel like it should be cut like this when it's natural, so that it's at the same length. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It is fine. I understand why it's cut wet, but like, then you end up with this, with the uneven, you know? Okay, but yeah, I love you. I think we are getting somewhere, guys. I feel it. We're getting somewhere. That was a weird motion. But yeah, I love you. If you want a haul from me on some American Eagle stuff soon, please let me know, because I would like to do that. I'm gonna do it anyway, probably, whether you say yes or no. But I still care about your opinion. I love you. But I think that I need to get my day started, start practicing some music. I'm singing Burn from Hamilton for my opera workshop production. I am Eliza. We're not doing Hamilton, it's just the piece that I'm performing, but obviously it's Eliza, you know? But yeah, so thank you for being here. Thank you for existing and subscribing and liking and being a person who cares. I don't know, it started to sound like a PSA, but thank you. I love you. I'll talk to you in the next video. Leave things for me to talk about in the comments, and I will try my best to talk about them. But oh my gosh, it's getting so long. Bye.